Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. It feels like the interest and attention in the upcoming unification bout on March 31st between Anthony Joshua and Joseph Parker is now ratcheting up a gear, with Parker now in the UK. He's just landed in the last day or so. So running in the background here, some pictures supplied by Duco Events by way of Sky Sports News UK, and I mustn't forget to credit them for sharing this footage far and wide. So I'm going to roll with a bit more of this first, with the some comments from Joseph Parker answering some questions, and then I'll get on to some comments that Parker has made about training camp, how he's feeling, and that he's lifted to another level for this fight, and that's good to hear, followed by a few thoughts of my own. So I'll get to the credit again. So Parker, he's spoken to Sky Sports UK on arriving in the UK.
Firstly, it's great to be here. We love it here. It's always felt real, but now it's the countdown begins. You know, we've arrived here, we're in good condition, mentally, physically strong. We're looking forward to putting on a great display, but we just got to keep sharp, keep training, keep focused, keep healthy, and rest well.
You look very well. The beard's gone. Are you built a little differently from the way you have been? Well, certainly last year, would you say?
Yeah, I think last year wasn't the best year for us, and many reasons why. It wasn't the best performances in the ring, but I can tell you this: we're going to put on the best performance of our lives on March 31. You know, Kevin has done a great job in this camp in terms of structure and what we've been able to do and achieve, and I feel like I'm ready for this fight.
I mean, let's talk about that, Kevin, and also what happens over these next 2 weeks. I guess the hard work is done, but what's the significant task between now and fight night?
Well, obviously it's just mentally and physically preparing Joe to be at his best on March 31. We're going to be in the gym in about 2 hours time today for about an hour and a half, getting a good sweat up. We'll take tomorrow off. Joe will get massage this afternoon. We've got a function to attend tonight. Tomorrow will be a day off, and we'll hit the ground running on Monday. The first week back here will be a good solid week for us as we start our tapering off phase. Next week we'll just be staying mentally and physically very sharp. We've had a great camp. Joe's in a very good mind space at the moment. I'm very happy with what he's been showing me, and we come here with a lot of confidence.
In terms of yourself, Joseph, I know you've been keeping half an ear on what Anthony Joshua has been saying, and vice versa. It struck me, the last interview we did with him, Anthony Joshua talked about the possibility of losing this fight. That's the first time I've ever heard him say that. He says, I'm not defined by this fight, neither are you, neither is, say, Deontay Wilder, in terms of the people they're meeting in the ring at the moment. What do you make of that kind of talk? Does it show how seriously he's taking you?
Yeah, it shows how seriously he's taking it, but also he's just being realistic. You know, when you have two champions, you're undefeated, wanting to bash each other to become the unified champion of the world, then of course, realistically, one of us is going to lose. So we have to have that in the back of our mind. But in saying that, we're here with confidence, and we're here to take the belt back to New Zealand.
Is Deontay Wilder's presence here, because Joshua keeps on being asked about him, is that a bit of a distraction? Likewise, Tyson Fury, we keep on hearing he might have some kind of role to play in your camp. Do you know what yet?
No, we haven't planned anything yet. Our eyes are focused on Anthony Joshua. All these other heavyweights can talk to us after this fight.
Okay, fair enough. One thought for
we heard
Kevin.
Tyson's a really good cook. Deontay Wilder's already reached out for us, and he's also like our team. We have a lot of friends in the boxing world. Deontay wants to see us while he's here. And Joe and I were supporting him in his fight last week. So it's great that he is going to be here for this big fight.
Okay. I mean, listen, I remember meeting Vladimir Klitschko when he came to face Joshua, and thinking, well, yeah, you seem to have it all. Maybe though, at 41, are you too old? What do you have that enables you to do what Vladimir Klitschko couldn't do?
Well, he's definitely not too old.
I'm young,
yeah.
fast, strong. My movement is good. I have a great team behind me. I have a nation behind me, our two nations, and I'm going to represent. So that's what I have.
So some interesting stuff there. Parker has also made some interesting comments to boxing scene, saying it's certainly fair to say that this challenge of Joshua is bringing out something in him that he hasn't felt previously. He says, I didn't know if it was true before, that facing someone so dangerous changes something within you and takes you to a higher level. But I can definitely say that it does. Everyone knows I've got the ability to fight 12 rounds, but now I want to show people that I can fight at a hard pace as well. Okay, so in respect of training camp, Joseph Parker says, I'm now a lot leaner, I've got more energy, I've got more power, and I'm moving a lot better. When you're following the plan, when you're eating well, and you're getting your rest, everything just clicks, and the mind is affected big time. When you don't follow the plan 100%, you have this little bit of doubt in your mind. But for this fight, I don't feel any of that. I know I've done everything possible, and now I'm just looking forward to fighting and handing out a whipping. My body is feeling fitter, I can work with more intensity, I feel like there is some magic that is going to happen. Right now, I'm very happy, and you know the saying, a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. It's also time to show everyone that Kevin is not talking crap. I want to back up what he says and show the public the fighter that he sees in the gym. Otherwise, they're going to think New Zealanders are crazy. Okay, so a bit to unpack there. So there was the previous interview with Sky Sports News UK, and then obviously there's some comments to boxing scene. In respect of finding another gear to fight Anthony Joshua, I think many Parker fans and fans in general would be pretty happy to hear him say that, because I'm sure we all want this unification to be a memorable occasion, a great fight. And realistically, Parker, he needs to be at his best to win. So it's encouraging to hear that he believes that this challenge, and it's a big, big challenge, that has brought something out in him to sort of boost him to that next level. The next bit, I guess we can take with a bit of a grain of salt, because every fighter says every time that their current training camp is the best of their career. I'm feeling so good, it's better than before, I'm on the next level, I'm going to show you something, and so on and so forth. But is there some evidence to back it up this time? Maybe. Parker in interviews like the early one in the video is looking noticeably leaner in the face. He looks healthy, he looks relaxed. Unlike the past couple of training camps where promotional related issues, be that internal ructions within Duco or poor promotion of the Fury event which was on the Mick Hennessy side, none of those sorts of issues appear to have reared up or manifested this time around. Although some of it, I mean, it must be said, that sort of stuff, sometimes, like the internal ructions within Duco, they do have a tendency to pop out the back end after a performance has maybe been a little bit lackluster or it wasn't quite as expected. And Kevin Barry did say in June last year, actually, that did have an impact on Joseph Parker for the Razvan Kajanu fight. But I know a number of you, like me, have been hearing Kevin Barry talk about a certain level of performance that he says Joseph Parker is capable of. But it hasn't manifested in the ring. So now, well, it's, you know, it has to be the time really, biggest challenge of his career. He says he's lifted to another level, so it's all there for him to do, to deliver. And he sounds like he feels like he can do something different this time, take it to that next level. I mean, time's going to tell on that front. And I'd note as well that I do like to hear as well that Parker says he wants to fight with a hard pace. Because I really feel, and I noted this in my Can Joseph Parker Defeat Anthony Joshua, that he needs to keep a high work rate up right from the get-go if he's to wear down and wear out Anthony Joshua. And it's not going to be an easy task because he'll have a powerful and skillful 6'6" guy flinging his fists back and forth at Joseph Parker. So, you know, it's easier said than done. But very keen to get your thoughts on what Parker is saying, how he's looking, and whether you believe it will translate to an improved performance come March 31st. Drop a comment, loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.
I dressed up for the summer. Well, obviously, it's not summer yet, right? Malik is a good example of just. I'm telling you.
Just landed. Excitement. Looking forward to the crazy atmosphere. But you want to take it all in there. Just take it in, enjoy it, make the most of it, and then go to war.